Hey there, folks. I haven't done a video in a long time because I've been sick and working on shows and doing all kinds of stuff, and of course, hanging out with my boy Elliot and my wife Holly. And I decided to do a quick video today just to kind of fill the gap between this and I've got some scripted episodes coming up, but I decided to talk about the autographed records I happen to have in my collections and the story behind them. First one I got here is a signed copy of Welcome to My Nightmare by Alice Cooper. Here, obviously signed to me, Matt, Alice Cooper, 18 for 2018. Alice was a guest at the 2018 Kansas City Planet Comic Con. It was very, very cool. And this is the only autograph record in my collection that I had personally signed. All the other ones I found, but this one in particular, I was able to actually get physically signed. I was there. Alice was, of course, very cool and very gracious. I also liked how the signature kind of works into the artwork here. So, very cool that he was able to do that for me. Very neat. This one is obviously Dokken and Back for the Attack. And this one I pulled out of a, like, literally, as you can see here, was just a vintage stock. They just had a bunch of used records, as they do, just in a cardboard box on the floor. And I don't know if they realized it or not, but it's actually signed by Don Dokken. And that was so cool because I was like, well, I'm getting this anyway. And then I'm standing in line and I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, what is that? Because, a lot of times people put their names or something on the record to identify that it's theirs. But then the more I looked at it, the more I was like, I think that's a signature. And yeah, it is totally Don Dawkins' signature there. And this is a great record. This is the one that also has the two songs that they did for Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, which is the best Nightmare on Elm Street in the entire series. But that was a really weird find, especially for like $8. So a lot of times I take the stickers off, but that one I'm going to keep just because it's just cool. You never know what you're going to find. Apocalyptica, I saw these guys a couple years back. This has been in a couple different videos. But these guys play, excuse me, these guys play cellos, obviously, and their original music is fantastic. But I went to go see them because they were playing specifically Metallica, and this record was at their merch table, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. And so very happy I have that as well. And we come to the last record in the collection, but definitely one of the coolest. This is Slayer, and it's signed by Kerry King, Tom Araya, and Paul Bosmith, which is weird because Paul doesn't actually play on this record. But this was another one that I found, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This one actually, well, you can't really see it in there, but well, I mean, you can see it, but it actually came with a certificate of authenticity, which I thought was that's pretty cool because I didn't know like how they knew. But yeah, so those are the four autograph records I happen to have in my particular collection. So that's pretty neat. But again, yeah, I'm sorry for the absence, but literally it was like I was working on my production of War of the Worlds. I was working on the sound effects for that. And then immediately after that, I was like, I'm going to take a break. And then after I took my break, we had some sickness in the house. And then I got sick, and it was all just a big mess. But I'm back and ready to rock and roll. Hopefully, going to pick up the new AC/DC record here pretty soon and do a review on that, as well as some scripted episodes that you folks have suggested. So, if you have any videos that you'd like to suggest, or maybe some collection criteria ideas, I've got a couple. But yeah, so leave your comments, suggestions below, and I will get to them as soon as I can. I'll add them to my list. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and hanging in there, and here's to many more videos hopefully in the future. I will see you guys next time.